How's it, guys? All right. I've been encouraged to do another one of these videos. So here it goes. Number 2, multiple sclerosis. I've decided today to speak on something that's possibly not so easy to talk about because it's the hidden symptoms of multiple sclerosis more. It's the stuff that happens internally that you don't necessarily see. But that, yeah, quite a few of people who have been diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, they deal with this on a daily. And it makes it incredibly hard, not just for the person with MS, but also for the person living with that person or being who is around that person, or in a work scenario or whatever it is. It can get quite complicated, unfortunately. Yeah, I think one of the main ones that one deals with is depression. And that might sound weird and sounds like something that's quite normal, that everybody's, everybody has to deal with depression. That's why you take antidepressants and this and that. Yeah. Well, I do believe that there's quite a few people who can be helped. Also, through spirituality, or through, you know, sometimes even through medication, of course. For others, it's chronic, and it means that it's going to be around for a really, really long time. It's not something that you deal with once, and then it's gone. It's like, no, it's going to come again, and perhaps again, and you're not asking for it. It's just going to, before you know, your thought processes have brought you to a place where you don't really want to be. So it can happen quite quickly. Another one is anxiety. That's also one of, you don't see that in a person. It's just like when you look at me, you think I look fine, and I'm telling you, well, I can't actually see through my left eye. You wouldn't know that unless I would tell you. And unfortunately, when it comes to depression and anxiety and those sort of internal things, because you can't see them, it's very, very hard to pinpoint, what the problem actually is. Yeah, yes, I'm sure there are drugs that can help tremendously. Because they do what they do. Then it becomes a choice. Are you going to take those drugs and live like that? Or do you choose to try and regulate things differently? I think that will come with time as well. That will come with an understanding of yourself and your own body. And that's the first thing. It's like, if you've been newly diagnosed, you need to get to know yourself. And you need to come to a place where you're happy with yourself, especially when it comes to depression. And you actually need to be able to be honest to yourself and just say, okay, there's something going on here. Because then you can fight that. Look, I'm not a newbie to depression. I've been dealing with that for most of my life. I understand depression very well. And I don't have a piece of paper that now says, okay, I'm a doctor in this. It's like, well, no, I don't. But I can guarantee you one thing: I've read a lot, and I've lived through a lot. So, it's not too much about being qualified to say something. It's more just for me sharing my experiences with it. Now you need, yeah, I tried to commit suicide. Yeah, I took an overdose of tablets, and looking back at it now, I can see how I got there, and I can run around and blame it on a whole lot of things. I can blame it on this. I can blame it on that person. I can blame it on circumstance, whatever. But at the end of the day, I need to be able to, I had to look at myself. Because the damn reality of this whole rat race is that, this is something that you need to look at, that I need to look at it for me, you need to look at for you. That's just, the reality of depression. And being honest about it is the first step. And being honest about it doesn't mean that you need to tell everybody about your issues. No, I mean, the people living with you, they will know. Unfortunately, but that's how it is. But that goes in all directions. Yeah, but it means you need to be honest to yourself, first and foremost. It's just like you need to understand your body for yourself. What feels good? What doesn't feel good? Yeah, and that really just means it's like for myself, I made a choice and I said, okay, no more dairy. So I hardly ever have dairy products. They don't kill me when I have one. I'm not allergic or anything like that. It's just a choice that I made for my own body. And the same goes with red meat. I don't eat any more red meat. Every now and then, a nice patty and a burger or something, but nothing more than that. And I've started growing a lot of my own food, because I actually do really like the idea of knowing where my food was grown, where it comes from. It makes a big difference to me to know that. And it's also given me a lot of joy being in the garden. I'm not going to lie. It's a really, really good thing to be in the garden and seeing things grow. That's fantastic. But at the end of the day, the end result is that I want to know what I'm eating. And I'm fortunate in the sense that I live in South Africa. I'm in KwaZulu-Natal, and our climate here is fantastic to grow a whole variety of things. I understand that, if you live, in the mountains somewhere, or in Europe, in certain places, Central Europe or Eastern Europe, there's certain things that just won't grow. But you've got other things that can grow. So growing your own food in general is a good thing, I think. And I think one of the things that for depression has really helped me over time is consistent breathing. Consistent breathing. It's actually paying attention to the fact that you are breathing, and perhaps even being grateful for the fact that you are breathing. Because without the ability to breathe, we wouldn't be here. That's basically what makes us. It's life. No breath, no life. And breathing has become very, very important to me. Eating is very important. It's become a bit more of a thing for me to make sure. So from a depression point of view, I would think that I have been fairly stable. Which doesn't mean there aren't days when I really, really, really hit it down hard or hit rock bottom, so to speak. When that happens, then you just got to remind yourself about the times that it hasn't happened. And I try and sort of trick myself a bit and tell myself, well, I know that this will go away again. I'm strong enough for this. This will go away again. This is not permanent. It will go. And I've been faring all right with that. So I'll report if that changes at any time. If I sit here for 2 or 3 months just saying, I want to slash my wrist, I want to slash my wrist, I don't want to live, and then we'll talk again. However, I have been fairly okay what that's concerned, So, but yeah, for those of you dealing with depression, just know it will go away again. It will. Okay? And remember that you're special. No matter what anyone says. Yeah, you in your own circumstance, in your own way, in your own, situation, you are special. And you always will be special. To the people around you. And in the greater scheme of things, if you think about it, yeah, I'm 1 in 8 billion, or what's it, 7.9 billion, or whatever the population is right now. Yeah, I'm one of them. It's like a little grain of sand. Yet, it does seem that our brain and the way we function is comparable to the universe. Yeah, so yes, you are special. And don't let anybody tell you anything else. And there's nothing that you can't fight. It's very helpful to have the right people around you that take what you are going through seriously. And taking something seriously doesn't mean that you're necessarily going to hear what you want to hear all the time. Yeah. So sulking, no, it's going to defeat the purpose of getting better. Anxiety is another one. I think I mentioned that in the first video as well. I guess that's why I'm doing this right now, because I'm doing stuff like this isn't necessarily my strength. I get anxious talking, I get anxious being misunderstood and not listened to. I'm boring and this and that, life. Anxiety, yeah, that's it's another one that MS does have at the forefront, I think. Depression and anxiety. And with anxiety, you just need to do. If it feels right, do it. And again, don't be scared. It's usually fear. Yeah, you're anxious because something is making you so scared. You need to loosen up. Yeah. Life is hard. It was never meant to be easy. I mean, look at what the people in Russia have to live through right now. That's a different topic altogether. I've got very strong opinions when this one is concerned. Also, having grown up with in the German culture, being a German and having grown up with that entire history of Hitler and World War, this another time, not now. Anyway, anxiety is another one that's hiding. Another big one is fatigue. Guys, fatigue is real. I mean, I thought I knew but being tired is. And I was taught something else because I don't know what being tired is at all. Yeah, well, now I do. Well, I didn't then, it's real. Sometimes getting up is a real effort, and it's frustrating the hell out of me. And I'm being told, do more exercise, it's going to make you fitter. And it's like, well, it's not the fitness, that's the issue. The issue is that I gotta move. And, I need to keep moving. I get that, but well, that's a rough one. So yeah, MS, you're gonna have a lot to deal with over time. There's a lot that you're gonna have to deal with, and it's unfortunate and it's frustrating because you didn't ask for it, but you got to deal with it and be honest to yourself, love yourself for who you are, you know, not for how others would like you, because that's just gonna fuck it all up. Anyway, um, you know, love yourself, be happy with yourself, and be open to learn something new. That's it. Yeah.